Yo, what's up guys? We are back and we are here with yet another Forbidden Craft news update. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the updates so far. I think they're pretty cool. I might need to do some balancing in the configs to get everything, smooth and all that, but I think they're pretty cool conceptually. And today's update is just as cool. I would have called this the Nether update if it weren't for the fact that Minecraft is actually getting an official update called the Nether update, and I didn't want to cause any confusion there. So I'm just gonna call this the HELLSPAWN update because I think that sounds a lot cooler. Anyway, so moving right along, let's go ahead and hop in and I will showcase what I've been working on. I actually need to head back into our town though. I was a bit out of town because I was testing something else I was working on here in the water. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out, so I was gonna build like a prison in the water there, and I even had like a pun for the name of the prison that was like based on a real prison, but it was like a Minecraft pun. But unfortunately, that plan did not work out the way I'd hoped. But maybe we'll see something like that in a future update. But for now, first and foremost, we have our little crafting bench here. You can actually, there is a new crafting recipe in this update. If I grab all of the necessary materials, we're going to grab 2 oak fences. We are going to grab 2 white wool. We are also going to grab 1 leather. And then we are going to grab 2 eyes of ender. And we're going to throw those in the crafting bench. Like so. I believe these go up top, actually. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so leather up top, and then here and here. And you can craft yourself an elytra using this crafting recipe. So that's 2 oak fences, 1 leather, 2 white wool, and 2 eyes of ender, and you get yourself an elytra. So the elytra is craftable now. I thought that was pretty cool. I think a lot of you are going to think that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. Secondly, I want to showcase that Nether portals actually have faster load times in this update. Granted, they're not super fast, but they're faster than they were. So if I go through the Nether portal, you will see I'm already here, and then if I go back, you'll see I'm here. So it is a bit faster, and that's going to vary per player, because that's going to vary on a lot of different things. But if I run through, you'll see that is pretty quick. That is some pretty quick load times. I'm pretty happy with that. You can see there, that was really quick that time. But yeah, you can see the load times on the Nether portals are much quicker than they previously were. And anyway, going into the actual Nether itself, the Nether is a lot more dangerous than it used to be for a lot of different reasons. And the first one I want to go over is actually, I believe I can showcase over here. Yeah. Alright, you can see where all of these blocks are starting to move downward. Netherrack over time will actually melt and disappear, so you can see a lot of that happening here. And this will happen until access points that you had access to, pathways that you had access to, you might not always have those pathways if they were made out of netherrack, because the netherrack will disintegrate over time. And in addition to that, any netherrack that is displayed or just kind of hanging, right? So any netherrack that doesn't have a solid foundation under it, like right here, you can see this netherrack doesn't have any blocks under it, will have a chance to fall when the player walks on it. Granted, the chance for that happening is very low, but it can happen. So this entire platform doesn't have blocks under it, so there's a chance that as I walk on this, it will actually fall. So that is something to keep note of. In my actual testing of this mechanism, it's fairly rare that it happens, but it does happen. That being said, mobs are a bit more common in the nether now. And you can see we do have elite mobs in the nether as well. But we actually have 8 new mobs in the nether. So the nether got a lot more dangerous. We have the alpha pigman with the diamond sword. We have Steve the Fallen. These are actually very dangerous, so be careful for him. They will actually shoot wither skulls at you. Actually, no, this one's the one that shoots wither skulls. This is the necromancer. Steve the Fallen shoots something at you. I forgot what it was. I think it might be fireballs, but they're pretty dangerous. But we have the necromancer over here, which will shoot nether skulls at you. And then we have the Inferno over here. These will actually cause fire when they're aggroed. As you can see, there's fire over here from where I was testing it. They will actually place fire as they walk when they're aggroed. And then in addition to that, we also have... I'm going to try to find one of each of the new mobs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But we have... Let's see, there's another one in particular I'm trying to find here. I'm not seeing any of them as of right now. Here we go. Okay, so this is an enemy that is invisible other than the helmet there. So that's the only way you'll be able to see them. Some of them won't have a helmet. So some of them will be entirely invisible. And then ones that are buffed by elite mobs will have helmets on them. But some of them are entirely invisible, and you're able to detect the entirely invisible ones based on sound. They will get louder if you go near them. And as you can see, lightning in the nether is now a thing. And we have this guy over here, which is also a new kind of mob that you're going to need to look out for. And I believe there is one more new mob somewhere. I don't see any, but there's one more. I guess we'll save the last one for a surprise. But in addition to this, ghasts actually have a new ability where they can temporarily turn invisible. So look out for that. It is very rare that it happens, but it can happen. But as you can see, the nether is packed now. So you're really gonna want to bulk up if you're going to the nether for anything, because it is just full of all sorts of things. But yeah, so in addition to all this, normal pigmen, like this one here, I guess this one's an elite, but normal pigmen, as well as wither skeletons, also get a change in this update, where if you kill them, they have a chance to drop splash potions. That's the only change made to them, otherwise they're exactly the same. So you will need to look out for all of these new mobs, as well as these new changes. But you can see there's a lot of degradation in the ground here. That's starting to melt away. And you can see some degradation in the ground here. definitely here, all of this is completely gone now. So you will need to look out for that, because places that you had access to previously, you might not have access to as time goes on, because the ground will slowly decay. Now, it won't decay to the point that there's just no netherrack anymore. There is a limit to how much it can actually do. But you can see places like this, where all of these blocks have nothing under them, have a chance to collapse when a player is walking on them. The chance for that is very slim, but it can happen. And that's pretty much it for this update. So faster load times between nether portals, a much more dangerous nether, and craftable elytras. And that is pretty much this entire update. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the updates so far. I have 3 more updates planned, I believe. 3 to 4 more updates planned in between now and relaunch, which we will be relaunching the server on March 26th. So keep that in mind. But hopefully you guys are liking all this so far. But for now, thank all you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, become one of the crab eggs. I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.